Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to my channel. Wings are online here, bringing you cutting edge content for the game of Maplestory. Today I'm going to be breaking down the January 2020 update, and I'm going to be talking about the economy, future of the game, why I believe Nexon doesn't have a balanced team, and on top of that I'm going to be doing my 100 fuses. Yeah, I prepped 100 today. After I hit my exalt on my weapon, I'm able to do weapon fuses because I don't have to fuse for mythics and get brisers and Utgards and all that. I'm glad I'm done with that. And at the end, I'm going to be enhancing my emblems to hopefully level 3. All the old emblems that I hit in the previous videos, they're going to be making cameos. So if you're a long time viewer, I guess 2 months-ish almost. Yeah. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright. I'm on Wingser today. My Phantom doesn't have enough capacity storage in order to have all my fuses on one character. I do need to max it out to 500. If you didn't know, that's the maximum inventory space. So I prepped a bunch of fuses on top of both characters. I'm gonna be mainly trying to hit outfits today. So that was the first one, must spell. I guess this is gonna be a hot video. For some reason, these spiked up during the week to like 50 mil, I think. And I was like cutting it by half, by 24, but sadly, like I think that people caught on and they were selling it for like dirt cheap after that. But I think I sold like 1 or 2, so not bad. So my thoughts on the current patch. As you know, they dropped Shade. Shade's like a really interesting class. It's a pirate class for some reason. Apparently pirates are tamers of like spirits, I guess. I mean, it's a similar logic to One Piece, right? Like you have demon fruit and you have all these powers. I don't know much about Maplestory lore, but yeah, Shade's interesting class. They're definitely like a tanky class. I'm actually surprised how many people are all-inning it. Like, I mean, I knew that there were going to be a bunch of TBs or Buccaneers that swapped over, but for MS1, Shade wasn't really a popular class. It was just more, hey look, a new class is coming out. But I'm not sure. Shade, it looks pretty decent. I like how tanky it is. I like how strong it is. It reminds me of like a Demon Avenger because you don't have a lot of hits, you just have a lot of hard hits. That hyper skill looks really nasty. The thing that swipes all over the place. That looks just a furious swipes. That's really cool. Also, it's really cool to see the race for rank 1 again, especially since Luminous 1. I mean, it's still going, but it's interesting that people are pushing classes. I know that Mewtwo, I think rank 4 Luminous, he's now the rank 3 or 4 Shade as well. So he's actually pushing both classes, and that's my friend David. Shout out to him. You know, his name on his Shade is Havalucha. It's the double V. I guess that's going to be a signature from now on. So, yeah. I don't like the Link skill. The Link skill is really pointless. I mean, 4% chance at level 120 to not die is very... That's going to happen probably once in your entire Maple career, if that. So, if you're looking to push the class for a Link skill, it's not really that important. It's mainly if you really enjoy the fantasy of summoning a bunch of spirit monsters and like punching your way through things. I know that punching's really popular, especially with One Punch Man and all that. So, and One Piece is like Bazooka Punch, the King Kong stuff. Surprisingly, the econ for pirate items actually spiked over the past couple of days. I wasn't expecting that. I thought people were gonna prep really hardcore for it, but looks like I know that the Jane Knuckle is really expensive right now. Like I think last night I looked at it and it was like 50 mil or something like that. It's really insane. So it looks like I didn't get an outfit on, oh, Noble, nice, on my Shadower, but that's okay. It's interesting that they increased the level requirement to 135. I was really expecting them to spice up the rewards, but it looks like they didn't. It looks like it's just very basic stuff, and they just expanded it out. Like I think level 130 or something like that, you get rank 3, or you get the unique rank up stones. I was really hoping that they were just gonna throw a bunch of extra stuff for the 130 to 135 or 125 to 130. I don't like 135 being the requirement because there's not really much for a player to attain at 135. At least for 125 you unlock elite dungeons and the miso cap and all that, but 135 is a little weird. It only benefits players who were gonna push the class anyway with the crystal packages. So yeah, it's really pointless. I want to talk about the Heroes of M event. It's really challenging and really fun. People are actually failing that content, which is really funny, because it's practically a different app game. It takes like styles from other games, but I like it a lot because it's a lot of fun. Like, I like the matching things. It's better than playing some random memory game where you match a bunch of stuff. Like, it feels like a dungeon crawler. I really hope that they expand on the Heroes of M content. I hope that you can maybe send your heroes to go do things for you after. Like, MS1 had part-time jobs where you would send your alts to do things. Jeez, I'm hitting a lot of Janes. That's really good because they're like 14 mil each. So yeah, I wish that they would make it so that way you can do things with your alts with the Heroes of M stuff. It's really funny because people are failing stuff on that. So if you're trying to rush the content, week 2, or you might want to spend some time doing the older stages rather than just trying to hit the new stages, because if you fail, I don't know if you get EXP or not, or new Maple Empower. So you want to be doing that. I like the unique gameplay. It's really cool that they actually put time into doing something really, really nice and a lot of fun event. Jeez, I guess I'm just Utgard Bryzer, but I mean Utgard and Jane. I'm not complaining though. I don't want to fuse that. This patch overall is really lackluster. There's not a lot of content in there. Like, there's a couple stuff, but it's not really super engaging. They did a lot of quality of life stuff, which arguably isn't even that great. The auto off feature, so if you do guild dungeon or stuff like that, is really cool. I don't know why they just didn't do that in the first place. The only things that really need auto battle in actuality is like elite dungeon, maybe Mulong if you're really lazy, nets. Like, I don't know, it's weird. But overall, it's a healthy change. It would be really cool if they did like an auto buff. I know they probably wouldn't do that because they want to make money by selling pets and all that, but auto buff would be really cool. I'm gonna fuse some knuckles so that way I don't screw myself over later on. Yeah, auto buff would be really cool. They increased the limit for the miso cap to 10 bill now, or 9.999 bill. I don't know why they did that, but I like it. It makes it so that way more godly items are accessible through the trade station. It makes miso a lot more valuable rather than IRL money, because I know that there's a lot of players that they spend money on this game, especially when they trade on the black market side. Like, you basically post an item for 4 mil and then you transfer over money to the seller. So I mean, keeping the game to the game itself is really good and really healthy for the economy, especially since more miso is gonna be in fluctuation inside for the player base. Like, they didn't really increase the miso gain for anything, but a lot of players, they hoard their miso because they wait for items. So now that you can buy a godly item with miso is really, really good. It's also easier to quit your class. I seen postings the other day for a lot of exalted items, such as like exalt level 36 and all that. So, if you want to quit your class and reroll and make a decent amount, or not completely get screwed over, I think the most expensive one that I've seen was 10 bill for a exalted level 40 Star Force. Like, how much Star Force was it? It was Star Force 50? No, not 50. Lol. 50. That's not even possible. It was like Star Force 23. So, that was a Phantom that really wanted to quit his class, and obviously he wasn't screwed over that much because he got a decent amount of miso from it. So, that's good. I don't like how they kind of blindsided us with it. It'd be nice if they just mentioned it, or, player-to-player trading would be cool too. I don't know if they would actually do that, because TradeStation is something globally that you can monitor. Jeez, I don't know if I'm gonna hit an emblem today, but gotta keep trying. My biggest complaint about this patch is, where are my elite dungeon buffs? Where are the increasing powder efficiency buffs. I really want those because, you know, obviously I'm an avid elite dungeon farmer, and the more powders I get, the more efficient the powders are for leveling stuff up. I get to rank stuff up. Nowadays, a Mythic Jane level 30 isn't that hard to attain. It could take you like probably a month or 2 months to get if you just dedicatedly farm. I know a lot of you don't enjoy farming, but elite dungeons are the best way to progress your character, especially as a free-to-play player, because I know a lot of people don't want to spend money on this game, and you know, understandably so. Like, spending money on app games isn't for everyone, and you know, you shouldn't feel pressured to do that. But elite dungeons, they're so valuable to do because you can sell all these uniques. Like, that's how I make most of my miso. I just sell my uniques. Jeez, I don't know if I can be selling these freaking UD cards though. Jesus. But yeah, you know, since they're pushing the finish line of endgame content even further, like, make it easier for us to get to the old endgame content, such as Jane and all that, by making elite dungeons easier, or, you know, increasing powder proficiency. It'd just be nice. Come on, Nexon, let's go. It's 2020. The most exciting thing about this patch is probably the Moonlight shop. The Moonlight shop actually introduces a guaranteed 2-line flame. I think it's the Eternal Flame. It's 600 Moonlight shards, but most likely, fingers crossed, please don't screw me over on this, Nexon is going to release... Wait, I had more. Oh, I only had the weapons and stuff on this. Jeez, am I not gonna hit an emblem this video? Jesus, I gotta believe. Anyway, yeah, the guaranteed 2-line flame. The Moonlight shop is really good. There's 100% armor scrolls and all that. Hopefully, Nexon is gonna give us enough free-to-play Moonlight fragments in order to buy these items. So that's 600 Moonlight fragments for the 2-line flame, which is what I'm hoping to get. If you're going to be a package player, the most efficient way to do it is to buy the most expensive package. So I think the most expensive one right now is the $100 armor in weapon rank up stones, which is really crappy. Like, why would Nexon release this event and then give us really junk packages to buy? I don't get it. So no emblem this week. You know, that's like a 99% chance. So so I'm gonna be ranking up my emblem boots to its max, to mythic. Wait, I didn't want to do that. Jesus. I'm so sorry about this. I wanted to store, I have some time gated stones, and I want to make sure that the time gated stones aren't used. I can't even store it. Jesus. Okay. Well, I also wanted to touch on why I think that Nexon doesn't have a balanced team. If Nexon was gonna... Hey, let's go, dude. Mythic Boots emblem. Alright, so I think that they don't have a balanced team because, you know, if you're gonna update a game, it should be the bare minimum expectation that you know, you rebalance the game. So if a class is underwhelming or a class is stronger than others, like, obviously perfect balance is never going to be attainable because the game is very dynamic, but you should have a dedicated like person or team looking at balance in the game and, you know, constantly trying to achieve that perfect balance. I don't think Maplestory has ever achieved perfect balance. There's always going to be a class that's better than the others and all that, but you know, the fact that they're not even trying this patch, I know that's very harsh for me to say that they're not trying, but you know, there's no character balance. So, you know, maybe they allocated that team to do other stuff, like maybe they're just trying to keep pushing endgame content, but you know, endgame content is only attainable by probably, I don't know, 20%, maybe 10% of the player base. A lot of you guys are sub 130 farming Star Force 80 and trying to get on that grind, trying to get to the end game content. But yeah, they should really cater to those players. They should make the early game content a lot more easy and, you know, easier to get to this end game point. So all my emblems, or 4 of my emblems that I've used in the past, the rest I've sold. besides the my emblem weapon, the Eligos rod. I have a 4 to 16. So if I hit, I don't know, 10, I'd be pretty happy. But anything under that, really disappointing. All right. I know. Okay, 10. Not bad. Not bad at all. Alright, do I have enough to refine my weapon? Because I want to get revenge on this. Alright, I do. Alright, 90% chance. I failed this last video. You should check that out. Oh my god, I'm still bitter about that. Anyway, let's go refine 90%. Oh my god. Why you gotta do me like this, Nexon? I don't... Jesus. Dude, that... Wow. Alright, well, time to get screwed over on this too. I'm gonna be trying to hit rank 10. I mean, rank 3 for a bunch of my emblems. I think that going beyond that isn't worth it. For now, until I get more emblems. Yeah, that's 100%. Alright. This one is level 1, so I'm gonna hit this too. Alright, come on, 60%. Hey, nice. I'm 3 for 3. I'm 6. Oh, 1, 2, 4 for 4. I'm doing these gloves next. Yeah, I have a lot of crit damage emblems. Really fortunate to have all these emblems on my character. Wow. Jeez, this is... You know what, Nexon? If you want to keep screwing me over on the refinement, that's okay if you keep giving me this, dude. Alright, level 2. Level 2. Alright. Come on, let's hit level 3. Nice. I have one more trace. I'll save it. Actually, let's use it now. So luckily for me, I bought a belt this week. Surprisingly, someone posted it up for $2 bill and I was able to purchase it. It's a physical attack one, so it's not something crazy like crit damage or anything, but I already have a lot of crit damage emblems, as you can see. So this is eventually going to replace my my 7 out of 7 boss set when I get a boss ring. But yeah, so just to recap this video, I didn't get an emblem. I didn't get an emblem. Failed my freaking enhancement again on the refine. That's a month's worth of farming. Cygnus, by the way. I hit a lot of my exalts. My emblem enhancement. So overall, not a bad day for Never Tell Me the Odds. But man, that weapon. All right. Well, if you enjoyed this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this patch and catch you guys on the next one. Peace.